up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
The following is a presentation of BFA Sports.
Hi everybody and welcome to Williamstown High School, where tonight Braves Nation plays host to the Pirates of Cedar Creek High School. Non-league basketball action tonight here, coming to you from the gymnasium at Williamstown High School. It's Williamstown comes in 7-6 this year. Pardon me, 7-8 this year, and Cedar Creek at 10-3 overall. We're going to go to the public address announcer now, Dave Geyer, to get the ceremonies begun.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Williamstown High School, home of the Braves. Tonight's interconference matchup features the Pirates of Cedar Creek High School against your Williamstown Braves. Before we now start lineups, we have to be reminded there's no smoking or tobacco allowed anywhere on school grounds. There's no food and drink allowed inside the gym. Refreshment stand and restrooms are located in the lobby, and students are not permitted to leave and re-enter the building. Finally, the following public service announcements require to be read at all NJSIA sanctioned events. Today's contest is being conducted according to the rules of the New Jersey State High School Athletic Association. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Any verbal, written, or physical conduct relating to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion shall not be tolerated, can jump that can violate to ejection, and may result in penalties being assessed against your team. Each one is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this competition at a high level of good sportsmanship. And now it's time for tonight's starting lineups. First, the visiting Pirates of Cedar Creek. At forward, number 22, a sophomore, Nazir Thornton. At forward, number 5, a sophomore, Sandy Thomas. At guard, number 1, a junior, Savion Williams. At guard, number 23, a senior, Marcus Polite. And at guard, number 24, a senior, Frenchman Bethea. Cedar Creek is coached by Mr. Randy Dean. Assistants are Walt Kinsley, Sean Snyder, and Joe Giolanta. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your Williamstown Braves. At forward, number 12, a senior, Braden Huffington. At forward, number 3, a senior, Kason Matthews. At guard, number 4, a sophomore, Thurston Foreman. At guard, number 0, a senior, Jameer Garden. And at guard, number 2, a senior, Clinton Suggs. The Braves are coached by Mr. Adam D'Andrea, Dylan Carr, Joe Martino, and Scott Jeremiah Johnson, and A.J. Sesco. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I ask you all please rise and remove your hats as we honor our country with the playing of the national anthem.
So just about ready to go here from Williamstown High School on a Friday night. Non-league action again. It's going to be Cedar Creek coming to town to take on the Williamstown Braves. I am Mike Shute. Glad you're joining us for this evening's matchup. Let me let you know who our officials are tonight. It's Jim Conover, Darren Bossert, and Matt Lawler will be wearing the stripes tonight. And here's a look at your starting lineups. First for Cedar Creek, as you saw them introduced, Nazir Thornton, a sophomore big man who will create some havoc. Sandy Thomas, Savion Williams, Marcus Polite, and Frenchman Bethia. Bethia, Thomas, and are two guys in the starting lineup who were on the Cedar Creek State Championship football team. So we'll have a couple more of those guys out there as well. And you'll have quarterback against quarterback out there as well, as Creek misses on the first shot. Put back no good. Polite can't get it again, and Williamstown will run the other way. On the run, ooh, and a foul underneath as Clinton Suggs, number 2, he got whacked going to the hoop.
Great foul, Marcus Polite's first. Team first.
Foul was on Marcus Polite. That's his first, team first. You'll have Suggs shooting 2. Clinton Suggs, the transfer from Paul VI this year, had to, of course, sit out until January 10th. And scored a career and season-high 34 points against Wildwood in that game in his Williamstown debut. This is his 7th game played this season. He was 16 for 22 at the line in that debut against Wildwood. Makes them both here, and Suggs has Williamstown on the board 2-0. This is Williams on the right, top of the key. Thomas, he'll dribble and then get stopped. Suggs in his face. This is not really, Williamstown wants to play an up-tempo pressuring game. Cedar Creek's going to slow things down a bit. Jumper on the way, no good from Bethia. The rebound brought down by Thomas, who stepped out of bounds trying to save it in. Actually, they're going to say a push. That's going to go against Suggs. So the two probably top players on each team picking up personal fouls at either end of the court. Bethia looking to get it in. And they will, but then it's going to be a quick turnover just like that, as Thomas couldn't hang on and dribbled it on the sideline. So it'll go back to Williamstown with the ball and the lead, 55 seconds here into the first quarter. The starters for Williamstown, you saw them on the board. It's Gordon, Suggs, Matthews, Foreman, and Covington getting the nod tonight. Here's Suggs, baseline drive, kicks it opposite, 3-ball in the way, no good. Rebound is going to be brought down by the Braves, saved out there by Jameer Gordon. And here's Suggs, little ball fake between the legs, kicks it right. That's Foreman. Of course, the I mentioned quarterbacks, right? That's the quarterback of the Braves football team. Shot no good from Covington. Here comes Cedar Creek the other way. Polite with it, gets it back from Williams, and they'll reset things here. Now the ball goes out of bounds, off the hand of Gordon, who deflected it over there. Number 0 for Williamstown, the senior. Another transfer. So Gordon and Suggs, 2 transfers to this Williamstown team. They've only played in 6 games apiece, and in those 6 games, Williamstown has gone 5-1 in that stretch. So it's been these 2 guards have been great additions to this Williamstown team. Here's Suggs, contact and 1. Can't get the shot to fall, so it'll be 2 free throws, I should say, for Clinton Suggs. But you can see why he is such a force at the line. So in 6 games, entering today, Suggs was 31 for 43 at the line, now 33 for 45 this season. That's in 6 games. Misses that one, so now 2 for 3 tonight at the line. Second is good, so 3 out of 4 for Suggs tonight, accounting for all the points we've seen on the board thus far. 3-0 Williamstown. Little weave here out front for Cedar Creek, looking for some space. Williamstown playing man-to-man and doing some switching when necessary. Foreman guarding Thomas. Now it's going to be Bethia. Bethia's step back 3. They're going to say it's a 2 on the line. Either way, Bethia knocks it down, and that is a 3-2 Williamstown lead. Here's Gordon in the corner. Gets by, loses the dribble, pops it out though. Suggs, baseline, in the paint. Good look. And an easy deuce for Kason Matthews. The senior with his first points of the night. Puts Williamstown back up 3. 5-2 Braves. Here's a jumper just outside the elbow. This is Nazir Thornton, the big man, who can't get the shot to drop. And here's Suggs shaking and baking. He's bumped. Ball is taken away. There's Bethia. Spin dribble into the paint in traffic. Can't get it to go. Rebound is still loose. Bethia gets it back. Got smacked in the head. No dice there, but the foul is going to go underneath against Kason Matthews. That'll be his first. And you'll have Marcus Polite at the line, shooting 2 for Cedar Creek.
At the line, Marcus Polite shoots 2.
Polite probably the team's best all-around player for Cedar Creek. See what we have about him, at least according to Coach Randy Dean, was saying that he really can do it all. He can shoot, he can pass, he has a good handle, and we can see he can make a free throw. And it's 5-3. Makes the second as well, so it's a 5-4 ball game. But yes, according to Coach Randy Dean, he can really do it all. He also plays defense, usually covers the opponent's best player. So we may see a lot of Polite on Suggs tonight. Left-handed scoop shot, no good, but the chip is up and good by Gordon. Gordon's on the board. He's got 2, and it's a 7-4 Braves advantage. Almost thrown away, but Thornton tracks it down. Here's Bethia. Again, he was the quarterback for the Cedar Creek football team, guarded by Suggs. That shot's no good. Suggs goes for the rebound, and I can't get it. It came my way, but it's just out of my reach. It's going to be last touched by the Pirates. There I am. What's up, everybody? Coming to you from the baseline here at Williamstown. I understand there was an issue last game. I heard a ball came flying over here and busted up one of the laptops. So I got to be careful down here on this end. Little jumper on the side from Braden Covington is good. We've got a timeout for Cedar Creek as Williamstown has built a 5-point lead halfway through quarter number 1. It's a 9-4 Braves advantage. We'll step away for a moment, come back with more after this. You're watching Williamstown High School boys basketball on BFA Sports. Back here at Williamstown High School. Again, I'm on the baseline, and I'm glad you're with us for Braves versus Pirates here tonight on a cool Friday night here in South Jersey. More than cool, cold, as we get ready and brace for another big snowstorm, or a big snowstorm. We haven't had one in a while. Gordon drives, creates the contact on the floor. They're going to say no basket. It's going to be a baseline inbound for Williamstown. The foul's going to go against Thornton.
Nazir Thornton is second.
Nazir Thornton, his second already. And the third team foul for Cedar Creek. That's a big, big foul to get 2 on Thornton. Their probably most talented big man. He's going to have to check out here. Little stop, fake. Gordon can't get the shot to drop. This is Polite on the run. Gives it up to Thomas. His layup is good. Sandy Thomas, again, one of those 4 guys on this team from the football team of Cedar Creek, makes a basket. Suggs can't get the shot to drop. Creek on the run. Bethia flies to the hoop, can't get it. Rebound, Gordon. Gordon gets into the paint, jump stop, and then it's going to have to kick it back out. Williamstown resets. Here's Suggs on the left side. Suggs has scored at least 20 points in each of his 6 games played for Williamstown thus far. Going to transfer from Paul at 6. Here's a 3 on the way. That's off the mark. No good for Gordon. Here's Thornton on the run. Good job defensively by Gordon to get in there. The big man was dribbling it high, and Gordon got in there and pulled it away and then knocked it off the foot of Thornton. So it's Williamstown ball here coming out right in front of their bench, and Thornton's going to be subbed out again with the 2 fouls. Jaden Henry will come on. He's another one of those guys from the football team for this Cedar Creek squad. Coming in now for Williamstown is going to be Ian Basilio, number 13. The junior steps on. Suggs. Now, Foreman. Again, we saw him quarterback the Williamstown Braves football team this season. This is Gordon into the paint, in traffic, had the ball grabbed, couldn't finish. Rebound Henry as he's just checked in. Good look underneath, inside out. The 3 ball is good for Frenchman Bethea. He has 5 of Cedar Creek's 9. And then we've got a foul on Frenchman Bethea. That's his first. As Bethea was trying to put on a little pressure here as Cedar Creek's going full court. Looks like full court man pressure. Gordon, no issues with it. Bringing the dribble across. Ooh, now he had it slip away. Looking for some help. Does get it to Suggs. As we approach 2 minutes left in quarter number 1. Basilio guarded closely. Ball fake. Covington, top of the key. Ooh, he almost traveled, and he did. Turnover, Covington. He did slide that left foot. His pivot foot slid a little bit as he thought about passing it and then decided to put it on the ground. So it's a turnover for Williamstown. Both teams have taken decent care of the ball so far in the first 6 minutes. A couple turnovers apiece, but nothing terribly sloppy here on a Friday night. Thomas Williams. Now it's Polite, top of the key, guarded by Basilio. He almost traveled too. We're going to have a foul hold. They're going to get Jameer Gordon for his first.
In the game raised Dimitri Walker.
That might be the second on Gordon, actually.
In the game raised, Jameer Washington replaces Jameer Gordon.
I thought our PA announcer, Dave Geyer, said that was the second on Gordon. I only had it as his first. Ooh, and a block underneath. They're going to call a foul, however. That's going to be on Amir Washington, who just checked into the game.
His first, team 4th. At the line, Frenchman Bethea shooting 2.
We have to check that foul. I thought it was on 22, but he announced 15, Walker. So I will double check that as well at the half. First free throw good, second no good. It's a 10-9 advantage Cedar Creek. Bethea has 6. Has 6. Foreman in front of the Cedar Creek bench. Now it's Walker, almost has it taken away, gets it back, drives to the lane, can't get the shot to drop. Henry goes up high for the rebound, and he is fouled. Looks like they called that on Walker, 15.
There's now Dimitri Walker, second team of the Bombers. Into the game, Daishamir Campos. He replaces Marcus Polite.
So that's the second foul on Walker.
Cedar Creek, Jaden Henry.
So Gordon did not get that foul. It's 2 on Walker. It's the 5th team foul against Williamstown. So we're going to have free throws the rest of the quarter for Cedar Creek. Is Jaden Henry makes the first. Henry this season, 16 for 23 at the line, a freshman in his first high school basketball season, makes them both. He was also a member of that football team, as I mentioned. Had one catch for 16 yards against Triton back on October 30th, and his only stat of the year. New player in the game for Williamstown is Connor Turcasio, number 10. Now Foreman with it, top of the key. Washington, back to Foreman, now Turcasio. Out high with the bright orange shoes. In the paint is Washington. He can't get the shot to drop. Some contact underneath. Rebound to Shamir Clegg Campos, number 0 for Cedar Creek, who's checked in. Rebound batted around. Here's Clegg Campos with the jumper, is good. He's got 2. It's been a little bit of a run here for Cedar Creek as they've jumped out to a 14-9 advantage. 10-0 run for the Pirates. Foreman, under 10 on the clock, plenty of time. Looking for some help. Opposite side, 3 ball on the way. That's short. The rebound is going to go out of bounds as time expires here in quarter number 1. So Cedar Creek puts on a 10-0 run to end the quarter and grab a 14-9 lead as we head to quarter number 2. But before that, let's take a quick peek at some highlights as we head off to break. Get a peek in the Williamstown Braves huddle here as the Braves have won 4 in a row, 5 of their last 6. Have not lost since falling to Kingsway. That was a couple of weeks ago now, back on the 12th actually of January, so 11 days ago to be exact. That one a 60-54 game. They were right in it though, lost by 6. Kingsway is the leader in the Tri-County Conference Royal Division at 6-0. Williamstown in the middle of the pack at 3-4. You play 10 games in the Royal, so it's going to be a tough run for Williamstown to try and win the division. But with shooting like that, you never know. Suggs knocks down a 3. As Williamstown trying to get back into this one. 14-12 they trail. Yeah, 6-0 Kingsway in the Royal. Williamstown 3-4, so they would have to basically run the table and need Kingsway to lose out the rest of their games in Tri-County Royal to win it, or to at least share the title. Polite misses. Strong offensive rebound is Elias Blocker, who is appropriately named as he is also a football player at Cedar Creek. He gets the rebound, can't get the putback, but he will shoot 2. First is good. The foul was on Kaysen Matthews, according to the scoreboard. His first of the game, and of course, first of quarter number 2 for the Braves. Blocker's second, no good. Cedar Creek 6 for 8 here in the early going at the line. Speaking of the line, Gordon will head there now for the Braves. Foul was on Elias Blocker. First of the quarter for the Pirates. And Gordon will shoot 2 here. 2 points so far tonight. A transfer from St. Joe's Academy in Hamilton. He was really one of their top couple of players last year. Averaging 18.2 points per game since joining the squad in 6 games. 4.3 rebounds. 12 for 21 at the line. Goes 1 for 2 there. He's got 3, and it's a Now 2-point Cedar Creek edge. Cedar Creek from the Cape Atlantic League National Division, where they are currently 7-1 there, so they're among the leaders in the Cape National. Little wild shot there as the ball kind of bounced around loose. Suggs, quick outlet. Gordon, layup, good. 5 for Gordon, and things are tied up at 15 apiece. Polite, guarded by Matthews. Now, Gordon will check Henry and get the steal. Here's Foreman on the run into the paint, top of the key. Wanted to look like maybe he was going to lob it up, but instead it was a shot. And then they try to get the steal, and I think they're going to get Foreman for the foul. You see that a lot where a guy will put a shot up, miss it, and then the official thinks the player's frustrated and gets a call for reaching in. So for Tyson Foreman, his first, team second here in quarter number 2. Foreman had a great year for the Braves football team at quarterback. Was really did a really impressive job as a sophomore, starting for the first time. Passed for 830 yards, 832 to be exact. Jumper is no good from Polite. Rebound and kick out, and the layup left-hand style for Henry. He's got 4. Williamstown almost turns it over. Matthews finds Gordon in the corner. Cross court to Suggs. Suggs ball fake, baseline layup, good. Clinton Suggs now with 8. And again, had 34 points in his Williamstown debut. That's a career high for the senior, regardless of Williamstown or Paul VI, where he started his career. Has 30, shot off the mark by Henry. The rebound was brought down by Gordon, and we've got a collision down there. The foul is going to be on Jaden Henry. That's his first for the freshman, team second. Finishing that thought on Suggs. Tonight he's got 8. 2 more, and he'll have his 35th double-figure scoring game of his high school career. This is his 87th high school game played. Long jumper off the mark from Covington for Williamstown, and the rebound cleared by Creek. Polite, little behind the back, and again a weave run for Creek. Jumper, top of the key is good. That's Savion Williams, his first bucket of the night. It's a 2017 Cedar Creek lead. We expected a good one here between these two teams, both really playing well. Cedar Creek has won 4 of its last 5 as well. And you've got Polite with the steal, the bucket. 4 points for him, and that's going to lead to a Williamstown timeout as head coach Adam DeAndrea wants to talk it over with his Braves. We'll step away for a moment as well. Braves trailing by 5. Braves with the basketball following the Cedar Creek steal and bucket, which extended their lead to 5. It's been pretty close either way. No one's led by more than 5. Tyson Foreman from the corner is good. The sophomore with his first points of the night pulls Williamstown to within 3. Again, Creek using a little bit of a 3-man weave out front. Henry picks up the dribble. Finds Williams left side. Couldn't get it to fall. Williamstown going the other way, but Foreman stepped out of bounds, they're going to say, on the sideline. Pretty good effort defensively to kind of force Foreman to do that. Sometimes you see a foul called in that situation, but it looked like Foreman kind of just guided his way right on out of bounds there. So turnover, Cedar Creek with it. Polite will handle, top of the key. Looking for Bethea. Bethea was the quarterback for that state champion Cedar Creek football squad. Trying to get into the paint. He's going to settle for the jumper. Can't get it to fall. Good rebound by Foreman and a great box out. So he was able to fend off Sandy Thomas to get that board. Baseline drive is no good. Trying to tap it in as well was Matthews. He couldn't get it. In the paint, back out. Here's Bethea flying and scoring. He's got 8, and it's back to a 5-point edge for the Pirates. Foreman to Matthews. Now Suggs, jumper is long. Rebound, Matthews has some space, lost the handle. They're going to say he got fouled though, and that's going to go against number 5, Sandy Thomas. Should be his first. The officials are going to talk it over. Yeah, they do have it on 5, so it's Thomas. His first. That's the 3rd team foul against Cedar Creek here. Number 2. Covington will shoot 2. He's got 2 points tonight. Missed the first, he'll have another. Covington, a senior, his 3rd season on the team. This by far his most productive with the Braves. He's really been relied on big time. He has had 92 points coming into tonight, so closing in on 100 is he. Now with 95 on the season. Had 3 straight 10-point games to start the season for Williamstown. Has 5 total in double figures this year. Dribbled off the foot of Suggs. He picks it up, gets into the paint, and then they're going to call a foul on the floor against Savion Williams, number 1 for Cedar Creek. That's going to be the 5th team foul against, the 4th team foul against the visitors. So we'll have a baseline inbound for Williamstown. Ian DeCilio checks in. Gordon, number 0, checks out. Foreman with the dribble, looks up top to Matthews. Now Foreman to Basilio, back up high. Covington pops out. Matthews with a touch, Suggs in the paint, lost it, and turns it over. Went out of bounds off of his leg, I guess. It seemed like as the Cedar Creek player kind of swiped it away from him. Creek with it the other way. 4-point lead for the Pirates. Henry looking for help. Open shot. Polite was going to take it and then said, let me drive, as he had the ball fake and was able to get by. He's got 6, Marcus Polite. Williamstown quickly the other way. Wild layup can't go. Here comes Bethea towards the elbow. Shot off the glass, no good. Good rebound by Polite. Good use of the glass, but couldn't get it to roll. The shot pops out to Thomas. Rebound cleared by Matthews. Matthews through some traffic, weaving through. Can't get the shot to fall, and we're going to have a block on the baseline against the Creek, and that's going to be the 2nd on number 5, Sandy Thomas.
Great foul, Sandy Thomas, the 2nd.
We'll have 2 shots here for Casey Matthews.
Matthews shoots 2.
Well, that was a shooting foul anyway, regardless of the bonus. So Matthews will try and cut into the lead here. He's got 2 points tonight, make it 3 as he makes the first. Number 11, Elijah Batts will come in. His first action of the night. He'll replace Braden Covington. Elias Blocker, 25, comes back for Cedar Creek. He'll take the place of Sandy Thomas, who sits with 2 fouls. Kason Matthews shooting his 2nd. 13 for 22 at the line coming into tonight. Makes them both. So make him 15 for 24 on the season. And he cuts the lead back to 4, 26-22 Pirates. Williams. Bethea. Little crossover dribble. Shot doesn't fall. Polite with the long rebound, though. Too many offensive rebounds, as I can see the grimace on the face of Adam DeAndrea. And then we've got a blocking foul underneath as Suggs tried to take off with it. They're going to get Savion Williams for his second. And we'll have Suggs.
Savion Williams the second.
That's the
team in the bonus.
6-team foul for Cedar Creek here in quarter number 2. So Suggs is 3 for 4 tonight. We'll get 2 more.
At the line for Braves, Clinton Suggs shoots 2.
Again, Suggs on the season has been busy at the line. Again, came into tonight 31 for 43 at the line. Makes that one, so he's now 4 for 5 tonight. So 35 for 48 on the season. In his career, he's been really good at the line. Last year, he was 39 for 42 at Paul VI. Makes the second as well. When he can shoot free throws, it's free points. Free throws, F-R-E-E, free points. 5 for 6 at the line is Suggs. He has now 11, which is his 35th double-figure scoring game of his high school career. And his 7th here at Williamstown. Offensive foul is going to go against Bethea, trying to get around the defense of number 13, Ian Basilio.
Offensive foul, Frenchman Bethea.
It's a player control foul, so Basilio will not shoot. But the junior did create the foul, and that's 2 against Bethea now. So some key guys with a couple fouls each for Cedar Creek. Basilio, ball fake. Here's Suggs. Suggs just makes a living at the line. Trying to drive. You can see why. He looks for contact, like plays to it almost. Cedar Creek on the run the other way. Henry flying in. That basket is good either way, and we'll have a foul on the baseline, so the finish strong.
Basket is good, Jaden Henry.
By Jaden Henry. He's got 6, and he'll have an opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Washington's first, team third, line, Jaden Henry shoots 1.
They're going to get Washington with the foul, his first. Free throw heavy. And a battle for the rebound. Ooh. Bethea gets his 3rd. And Coach Randy Dean's probably going to have Bethea a seat here. I mean, there's only 24.5 seconds left in the quarter, but that's a bad foul to get there with 24 seconds left. It'll bring Dash Shamir Clay Campos will come in. He's at least at the table to check in. And you'll have Elijah Batts shooting 2.
In the game, Dash Shamir Clay Campos replaces Frenchman.
There you see Clay Campos, actually. Clay Campos checks in. 0 for Cedar Creek. Takes the place of Bethea with those 3 fouls. Missed them both. Offensive rebound, though, for Williamstown. Then it goes out of bounds, but it's last touched by Polite. So Williamstown will have it here with 20 seconds left to go. You got to believe, unless they get a shot right in close at the rim, they're going to hold it for 1 shot, I would imagine. But some of these inbound plays on the baseline, you can get a good look right away. They don't, though, and they'll reset. Matthews trying to get around the corner into the paint, kicks out to Basilio, who thought about the 3, but I think smartly decided we want to use more clock. Basilio, left-handed hook shot. Ooh, good scoop and score. His first bucket of the night as time's winding down here. Will Creek get a shot off? They do not. As time expires. And Williamstown with a little momentum going into the half as they pulled it within 2 and trail it by the score of 28-26. Here's a look at a couple more first half highlights. Bethea flying to the basket on the baseline. Then Polite thought about 3 and then pulled in another easy layup. Creek again with another fast break bucket and a foul as well. And then you see Basilio with that late left-handed scooping hook that pulls Williamstown to within 2 as we head towards halftime. Once again, your halftime score: Cedar Creek 28, Williamstown 26. Stay with us. We've got some cheerleaders on the court right now, and we'll be back with second half action in about 10 minutes. Talk to you then.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, the Braves cheerleaders. Give it up to Braves cheerleader.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my and when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
The Cape Atlantic League National Division comes in at 10-3 overall, 7-1 in the National. Williamstown, the host, 7-8, 3-4 in the Tri-County Royal. And a good one so far, with the visitors up by the score of 28-26. A little back and forth really for you tonight. At the end of one, it was 14-9, Cedar Creek led it. So they've scored 14 in each of the first two quarters. Williamstown putting up 17 in quarter number 2 after a 9-point first quarter. Williamstown with a bucket late here in the half to cut the lead to 28-26. So pretty much it's been like 5 points either way. Neither team's really had much more than a 5-point lead. Cedar Creek may have jumped it up to 6 at one point, but it's been kind of back and forth so far. A little bit of a difference between the two teams match up last season. They played each other for what might have been one of the first few times, and in that one last year, it was Cedar Creek winning on their home court by the score of 73-54. This year, the matchup is here at the home of the Braves, here at Williamstown High School, in what is a very cool gymnasium, by the way. You got the bleachers at the end of the court there. You know, you're kind of shooting into the student section, right? And then you've got bleachers on both sides. They just open up the one side of the floor, though, and they keep the side behind the team benches closed up. But this gym can hold 3,000 people, and they've had big games here in the past, state tournament games and whatnot, sectional finals. So it's a good place, a good gym, and they have excellent facility here. So Cedar Creek gets out to a quick start as Marcus Polite now has 8 and gives the team a 30-26 lead. We've got a foul down here, and it's going to go against Williamstown. Offensive foul on Jameer Gordon. That gives him 2. That's his third. Yeah, that's what I thought. Dave Geyer originally said second, but he and I just confirmed, and I knew for sure that was his third. So good. Jameer Gordon's going to have to come out with 3 fouls. He's going to have a seat. A little frustrated there as he picked up the offensive foul on the push-off. So Creek with the ball and the 4-point edge. Polite pounding the dribble, looking for some help. Ooh, he almost turned it over, but Thomas got rid of it in a hurry. Passed it to Williams, got it back. Sandy Thomas knocks down the shot. It's going to give him now 4 points. Corner jumper. Foreman, no good. A rebound goes out of bounds. Coach Randy Dean from Cedar Creek down there calling to his players, grab that with 2 hands, guys. Grab it with 2 hands. Didn't like that they lost the rebound there. You don't want to give up offensive rebounds. Matthews into the paint, looks for help as he picks up his dribble, gets it to Foreman. Now they kick it back out. Suggs for 3 is good. Suggs with a couple 3 balls. He's got 13. And then Matthews on the run after the miss. He's got 6, and Williamstown within a point. 32-31 Creek advantage. A quick little 4-point flurry from the Braves. And a turnover. Do we have a foul or just a turnover? Let's see. Official heading towards the... Yeah, they're going to call an offensive foul. It's going to go against, I believe, Henry, number 2.
Offensive foul, Jane Henry.
Yeah, that's his second.
Team
And that's
first.
already... it's each team with 1 foul so far here. Team fouls in this third quarter. Here's Suggs. Very dangerous offensive force. Tries to get into the paint. Bumped into somebody. They're going to say it's off of Suggs last, and it will be Cedar Creek ball. Foreman defensively, you see him number 4 there in the paint, going to apply a little bit of pressure. Cedar Creek coming up, now drops back as he's guarding Savion Williams in the man-to-man. So Matthews will guard Polite here. Screen, high screen. Screener was moving, no call. Now a 3 ball on the way. Polite missed that one. Foreman with the rebound, tried to get it to Matthews, but it's swatted away by Polite. So it'll be Braves ball underneath their offensive basket here. Baseline, out of bounds situation. Trailing by a point. It's been a while since Williamstown's led. It'll be their first lead, probably since the first quarter if they can convert here. Foreman hands it off to Suggs. Suggs guarded by Polite, who, according to Coach Randy Dean, said Polite will guard the best offensive player on the other team, and that is Suggs. So a good matchup here between these two guys. Polite, the best all-around player on the Creek team. Now they switch on the screen. And then a travel's called in the corner. Tough turnover for Suggs. Didn't like the call, obviously. And Creek will take over once again. So Williamstown squanders another chance to grab the lead. But they are on a 4-0 run. See if they can get another stop defensively. Henry feeds it inside. Polite can't get it. Suggs rebounds and brings it up the floor against Polite. Into the paint, into some traffic. Kicks it out to Foreman. Foreman to Matthews. Now he will be in the paint, flying for the layup and scoring as he hits the deck afterwards. 6-0 run for Williamstown. 4 of those from Williams. Almost a steal. Now a double dribble the call as Williams picked it up and then put it back down on the floor. And Ian Basilio, number 13, was right there to get the steal had Williams not reached out and grabbed it. So either way, that was going to be a turnover. Basilio was right there, the junior wearing number 13 for Williamstown, who's just checked into the game. Here's Foreman to Suggs. Suggs guarded by Polite. He uses the screen, then quicks it to Basilio, left side. Basilio, a little crossover. Oh, keeps the handle. Can't get the shot, but put back by Kaysen Matthews, who has come to life here with 6 points in the third quarter. And Williamstown now on an 8-0 run. Polite backs in against Williams. Goes hard. Can't get the shot to fall. He hits the deck. Rebound Williams. Here's Suggs. Suggs 1-on-3 into the paint. Finds a pass and connects with Covington, and he scores. Williamstown lighting it up here in quarter number 3. Now a 10-0 run and a timeout for Randy Dean. The Cedar Creek High head coach needs to slow things down here for his Pirates, and Williamstown has busted loose here. They've scored now 11 points in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. We'll step away for a moment. Back with more third quarter action here at Williamstown High School. It's an 11-2 fourth quarter so far. Pardon me, an 11-4 fourth quarter. Third quarter. Let me start over. It's an 11-4 third quarter for the Braves here in Williamstown as we're midway through quarter number 3. And Williamstown currently on an 8-0 run, taking a 37-32 lead. Henry with it, puts it on the floor in some traffic, finds the pass and makes the connection as Sandy Thomas able to get the catch and the putback. He's got 4 this quarter, 6 for the game, and it's a 3-point Braves lead. Ooh, they almost threw it away. Basilio with the catch in the corner. Now Suggs back to Basilio, looking inside. The pass is good, the bucket not, but the putback. Covington with a little tap in. Matthews couldn't finish, but Covington does. And it's another 5-point Williamstown edge. Lazier Thornton back in the game, number 22. 3-ball is up, no good for Polite. Suggs with the board. Suggs on the run. Suggs in the paint. Corner pass. Foreman 3. Ooh, just missed it. Suggs offensive rebound though. He'll pull up. Couldn't get it to roll. Hit everything, all parts of the rim, but couldn't get it to drop. Thornton on the run. Foreman breaks up the pass, but Henry with the catch. Thomas with the catch. Back to Thornton, the big man with the 3. He likes to step out and can hit that. It's his first points of the night. He's got 3, and the Braves lead down to 2 after ballooning to as much as 5. Again, neither team able to get really much more than a 5-6 point lead. Long jumper for Covington, no good. Creek on the run. This is Thomas. Thomas pounds the dribble, looking for some room to penetrate. He's sealed off. Kicks it over to Henry, whose jumper is no good. Matthews on the run. Has a defender behind him. Gets to Foreman on the baseline. Spin dribble into the paint. Fall away jumper heavy. Ooh, Nifty rebound by Jaden Henry. The senior snatched that with one hand. Good look up the floor, and a bucket for Sandy Thomas. He's got 6 this quarter, and it's a tie ball game. So after Williamstown jumped out on an 11-4 advantage this quarter, we got a foul right in front of the Williamstown bench. It's going to go against Savion Williams. He's got 3. So Williamstown jumped out on an 11-4 run to start this quarter, but things have leveled off now, and it's tied at 39. So Williamstown 13 points in the quarter. Cedar Creek 11. Gordon back in the game, number 0 for Williamstown. Corner 3 is off the mark. Rebound by Henry in a hurry. Henry into the paint, but his pass is taken away. Stolen by Washington. Then Washington gets into the paint. He lost it. And we're going to have a little foul on, I believe it's going to be on Polite. That'll be his second. Interesting call on the loose ball. Third team foul against Cedar Creek. Just one for Williamstown here in the third, as we have 1:24 left to go in the quarter. Gordon way out high on the long pass from the baseline. Tipped away by Polite. Polite will chase it down with speed. Little spin dribble trying to get by. Good D by Washington. Kick it out to the big man. The 3 rolls around and uses the whole rim and drops. Nazir Thornton, a couple 3s this quarter, puts Cedar Creek back out front, 42-39. Here's Suggs, far corner, Gordon, wide open 3, couldn't get it. And the rebound eludes 2 Williamstown players. Oh, what a steal, and they get it back. Polite layup, wow. Great defense by Suggs, only to have the ball taken back away from him, and it results in a layup at the other end for Williamstown. And we'll have a Williamstown timeout. Adam DeAndrea calls time. See what we've got, a 30 or a full. It's going to be a full timeout for Adam DeAndrea. So we will take a quick break and come back courtside in just a moment. Back here courtside at Williamstown High School. By the way, Williamstown basketball on BFA Sports is brought to you by Burlington Beef, ICS Consulting Services, Scarpelli's Restaurant, JPC Construction, Bryson and Yates Consulting Engineers, Ronnie's Produce, and McAdoo Fresh. 44-39. Creek has built that lead back up to 5. Williamstown with the ball after the Adam DeAndrea timeout, the head coach of Williamstown, his second season at the helm here at Williamstown, a 15-26 record. Suggs, ooh, hit the ground hard. Looked like he whacked his chin on the floor, actually. Yikes. Foul's going to be on Nazir Thornton, I believe. That's going to be his third. And you're going to have Gordon shooting 2. Man, that was some rough contact, more on the floor for Jameer Gordon than necessarily with the defender, Thornton. Gordon makes the first, so no worse for the wear. 2 for 3 at the line tonight. He's got 6. Gordon had 14 points in yesterday's Williamstown win over Highland. 14 points, 4 boards. Couple of assists, a couple blocks, a couple steals. So he does it all for this Braves team. Polite, who does it all for Cedar Creek, has the ball now as we are under 10 seconds. Guarded by Matthews. Now Polite kind of retreats away from the basket, picks up his dribble. Now time running out. Matthews right up in his grill, and he almost knocked down a crazy three, but missed it just short. So credit Matthews with great defense there, keeping Polite out of the paint and forcing him into a tough, long shot. As Williamstown, again, still trailing it by 3, though, here, 44-41. Here's one of Thornton's 2 threes in the third quarter. Get a look at Thomas going to the hoop as Williamstown jumped out to a quick start in this quarter. And there's Thornton's second 3. Used the whole, everything, the rim, the backboard, everything. And here's that crazy steal and steal it back. And the easy bucket for Polite is Williamstown. Trailing now 44-41. So the Braves jumped out to on an 11-4 run to start the quarter. In fact, and they had like an 8-0 run mixed in there as well. But then Cedar Creek came roaring back and actually outscored Williamstown by a point here in this quarter. It was 28-26 at the half. Now it's 44-41. Cedar Creek leading it again here as we are just about ready to start the third. So a 16-point quarter for Cedar Creek and a 15-point third quarter for the Braves. Again, puts it at 44-41 as we go to the final 8 minutes here tonight, or at least the final 8 minutes of regulation. As these two teams battle it off. Again, last year they met, and it was at Cedar Creek's home court, and the Pirates dominated, winning by almost 20 in that one. 19 to be exact, actually, 73-54. That was on February 8th last season. This year a little bit earlier matchup here on the 23rd of February, of 23rd of January, I should say. Suggs makes the bucket and pulls Williamstown to within a point. Polite lost the handle, but got it back. Gets it to Bethea, who's back in there with his 3 fouls. And they get it inside to Polite. Polite with the bucket. Give him 10. Suggs gives to Covington. Now Foreman uses this screen. They switch defensively, so he's got a little bit of a mismatch. Used the speed to get by. He ran into some contact, and they're going to call a foul underneath the basket. I believe they're going to get 0 for the foul. They do. It's going to be the first foul on Dashmir Clegg Campos. First team foul for Creek. Williamstown with the ball trailing by 3. Foreman takes the baseline pass. Gets it to Gordon. Gordon in the paint. Good move off the window. Nice by Jameer Gordon. He's got 8. Starting to heat up. Bethea will get it back from Thomas. Clegg Campos back to Bethea. Clegg Campos for 3. Nothing. Rebound Matthews. He's been pretty good on the glass tonight. Gordon has a little seam. Gets into the paint. Kicks it out. Good movement for Williamstown. Oh, stripped away. Looked like Matthews was going to have a layup, but it was stripped away. Here's Polite. Flies to the hoop and scores over Suggs. Polite now heating up. He's got 12. Gordon on the run. He's got 2 buckets in the quarter, 4 points this quarter. 10 now in the game. Still a 1-point edge for Creek. Foul there. Oh, nothing called though. Bethea gets some contact again, no call. Here's Thornton. The big man dribbles into the paint. 3 ball from the corner is no good from Thomas. Coach DeAndrea for Williamstown, tell him to hurry. Let's push it up the floor. Matthews does. Can't get the layup to fall, but Gordon with the offensive rebound. Williamstown's been good on the offensive glass tonight. Matthews looking inside, behind the back dribble, and the shot is good. How about Suggs with 4 this quarter? 17 for the senior. Coming off a 20-point game against Highland, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals the other night. That's a 2 the other way for Bethea, his first bucket of the quarter. He's got 10. Balance scoring from Cedar Creek. Suggs yo-yos the dribble, trying to get by Polite. Now Suggs gets it back from Covington. Suggs opposite. Foreman, 3 on the way. No good. Rebound, battle, loose. Oh, Gordon swipes it away. He can't get it. Now another offensive board for Williamstown and a timeout called by Coach Adam DeAndrea. Nicely done because he knew his man Covington was in trouble and valued the possession, right? So he wanted to keep the ball with his team. Didn't want him to get tied up, lose to the possession arrow, or worse, have a turnover. So it's a timeout for Williamstown, smartly done by Adam DeAndrea. Last season, he took over for Tom Sherman, who had been the coach for about 4 or 5 years with this Williamstown team. And in DeAndrea's past, he was an assistant at St. Augustine, as well as St. Joseph's Academy. And also both those squads in the Cape Atlantic League. So he might be a little familiar with Cedar Creek, as well as their head coach, Randy Dean. I mentioned Randy Dean in his 8th season for Cedar Creek over there on the other huddle. He played at Ocean County Community College, as well as Stockton, and he's a teacher at Cedar Creek, teaches business, and is also the student coordinator over there, which is an assistant's role in terms of discipline and other student services. So pleasure to get to know him tonight as well, as his team putting on a good show here, up by a point, 50-49. Williamstown with the ball, though, and again, DeAndre with that smart timeout to keep the possession for the Braves, as the possession arrow is pointing towards Cedar Creek here. So if he would have gotten tied up, would have went the other way. 3 ball is good, so the timeout pays off with 3 points for Jameer Gordon, his first triple of the night. Williamstown back out in front, 52-50. Little head and ball fake from the corner. Right back at you. Here's 3 in your eye for Jaden Henry. He's got 9. Again, balanced scoring tonight from Cedar Creek. Nobody going off, but a lot of guys contributing. Corner, Foreman thought about 3. Good defense by Williams to keep it in front. Oh, great cut and layup and finish for Suggs. We're seeing some good offense here in the 4th quarter. A little bump, score the basket for Thornton. He's got 8 now. He kind of created the contact, but the foul is going to go against, they're saying 21, but there's no 21 on the Williamstown roster. It's actually 12. Covington, I think, is picking up that foul, his first.
The line is here. Thornton shoots 1.
So big bucket by Thornton there, and he'll have a free throw here. So he's got 8, looking for 9, and breaking the tie he does with 9 points, and it's another 1-point edge for Cedar Creek. Here's Suggs with it. 6 points this quarter. Gets it to Foreman. Foreman, the quarterback, passes across court to Gordon. Gordon guarded by Bethea, then throws it away. Polite with the steal. Back to Bethea. He's hit. Score it. Foul on Gordon. That's going to be his 4th. And Bethea, sailing into the bucket, is able to get the hoop and the foul. So Bethea with 4 this quarter.
Bethea shoots 1.
He's got 12, looking for 13 here and trying to build the Cedar Creek lead up to 4, and he does with the free throw. Bethea 2 for 3 at the line tonight. He's got 13. Good take by Jameer Gordon. It's back and forth here in the gymnasium at Williamstown High School. The teams are just exploding offensively. Bethea can't get the shot to drop. Rebound. Covington. Here's Suggs. Suggs is bumped. That's going to be a foul against Bethea. He's going to have 4. So Cedar Creek. You have to be careful. That's 4 on him. Nazir Thornton's got 3. Savion Williams has 3. For Williamstown, you got Gordon with 4. He's the only one in trouble, really. Walker's got 2. This is Suggs. Into the paint, stops, kicks right to Gordon. Gordon, little fake left, goes right. Pardon me, fakes right, goes left, shoots and misses. Rebound, Henry. Henry takes it all the way. Shot no good, gets his own rebound. Kick it out, 3 ball. Good. Bethea knocks down his second 3 of the game. Williamstown the other way. They're going to score the basket on a goaltend as Foreman goes to the hoop, and the backboard was slapped after his layup attempt hit the glass. So the basket is good for the Braves, and it is a 61-58 advantage for Cedar Creek as we've got a timeout for the Braves here. Timeout Braves as they trail it by 3, and it will be Cedar Creek ball following this timeout. Coach DeAndrea talking things over. We've really seen both teams put on some offense here in this quarter. First half, the 2 teams combined for 54 points. Second half, they've busted it open here in this fourth, especially in this fourth quarter. Williamstown's had just 2 guys score in this quarter. It's been Suggs and Gordon combining for 15 in this quarter. Meanwhile, Cedar Creek, Bethea has kind of busted out here this quarter as well, as he's picked up 8 points. Polite has had 4. Henry with a 3, Nazir Thornton with 3 points as well. So they've got 4 guys that have scored in this quarter, but it's been just Gordon and Suggs. And that's kind of been the story since those 2 guys both came eligible after the transfer rule. And, you know, it's really kind of turned the Williamstown season around. Again, they've won 5 of their last 6, and that's those 2 guys have been on the roster just the last 6 games, the active roster anyway, I should say, where they've been eligible to play. Cedar Creek with the turnover. Foreman takes it, scoops up the fumble, and then a spin dribble into the paint, and he'll slow it down. Suggs has it taken away, the pass from Gordon, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Williamstown ball as it was last touched by Polite. By the way, Bethea comes up a little bit gimpy after all those scrambles. 24 for Cedar Creek. And by the way, he has 4 fouls as well, as I mentioned. The quarterback of the football team. Both quarterbacks of the respective high schools' football teams are out there on the floor. Foreman for Williamstown, Bethea for Cedar Creek. Corner 3 and a foul as Thornton just fell right into Foreman. And Foreman, I believe, will be shooting 3 free throws here. Yeah, 3 free throws as Thornton picks up 4. So you got Thornton now with 4, and you got Bethea with 4. 3 free throws for Tyson Foreman, who has 2 points tonight. Again, talked about Foreman and his great football season for the sophomore quarterback. Misses his first. We'll have 2 more. Again, passed for, 832 yards, had 6 touchdown passes. It's pretty good running the ball, too. 2 touchdowns, ran for almost 400 yards. Made the second, and we'll have a third. Trying to cut the lead to 1. Could have tied it if he made all 3, but they'll settle for 2 out of 3 if he can connect. He does. And it is 4 points for Foreman, and then he'll take a seat as Ian Basilio, the junior, will come in. Looking for some defensive stopper work from Basilio here. He's going to guard Henry. Matthews will have Polite. Gordon has Bethea. Suggs against Williams. Oh, and an offensive foul. Illegal screen is going to go against Thornton. He's done. That's his 5th foul on Nazir Thornton. So he's gone. He is fouled out with 9 points. Thornton is fouled out with 9 points. Coach Dean not happy with the call, and I think he felt like maybe the Williamstown bench kind of made the call. So he's talking to the officials about that, and I guess maybe didn't like a reaction he got from the bench, so they're going to try and calm things down. So anyway, regardless of what's going on with the coaches and the call there, it is a foul against Thornton. So he's done, disqualified with 5 personal fouls. And it is the 4th team foul here in this quarter against Cedar Creek. So Williamstown will shoot the rest of the way should they be fouled. For Williamstown, they've only picked up 2 personals this quarter, which may work against them because they're may need to foul to lengthen the game if they're still behind. There's a turnover. The Suggs threw it away. He was looking for help when he got hung up under the basket, couldn't connect. So a turnover there. Now Williamstown is trailing. They're going to need to get a stop, or they're going to need to get a couple of quick fouls to force Cedar Creek to the line, or they can maybe get a turnover. And they're going to call a foul, it looks like, as they were reaching for the loose ball. The foul's going to go against Kason Matthews, his 2nd. That's not a bad thing for Williamstown. That's the 3rd team foul for the Braves, but they're going to need 5 to force Cedar Creek to the line when you're trailing. Polite, guarded closely. It's Matthews doing the defensive work there. Now Bethea is guarded by Gordon. He has 4 fouls. Bethea dances with the ball. Gets by Gordon. Layup no good. It looked like it was partially deflected. Cedar Creek gets the rebound. Ball is loose. Still loose. Everyone's diving for it. We got Cedar Creek football players, Williamstown football players. It's a fumble. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is with Cedar Creek. So they keep possession with 40 seconds left to go. Wow. What a scramble. I don't know who came up with it for Cedar Creek, but Jaden Henry, number 2, was out there on the floor. He's a football player at Creek. Bethea is the quarterback, number 24 for Cedar Creek. He's a football player as well. Williamstown bench clapping for defense. Again, 35 seconds, and they're going to call a foul. That's going to go against Ian Basilio, his 1st. And again, not the worst thing for Williamstown. That's the 4th. And again, if they're trailing, right, so they're going to need to foul to lengthen this game. Creek to inbound. They do get it in. And then Bethea takes it and smartly just plays keep away. Now Creek still trying to keep it away. And we got a foul on Suggs. That's his 2nd. But it's the 5th of the game, 5th of the quarter now for Williamstown. And now we'll put Cedar Creek at the line. Because it was very evident to Coach DeAndrea that Cedar Creek was going to try and play keep away, right? Try and milk the clock as much as possible for them. So for them to get those 3 quick fouls in the last, 25 seconds or so was pretty smart work for Williamstown, because then it puts Creek at the line, force them to make free throws, and then you get the ball back. Henry makes the 1st. He's got 4 in this quarter and has another on the way. Foreman back in there for Ian Basilio. 2nd on the way is good as well for Henry. He's got 5 in the quarter. It is a full timeout for Cedar Creek here with 26 seconds left to play, and Cedar Creek up by 3. So now Williamstown gets a chance to talk things over here as well and decide, are we going for a 3-point shot, or are we going to try and get a quick 2 and a foul? So lots of strategic discussions here, and Coach Adam DeAndrea has got to make some quick decisions, right? You only get full timeout's only a minute long, so you don't have a lot of time to make plans and talk things over, but you got to be quick on your feet when you're a head coach, and that's part of the challenge, right, of being a head coach. So DeAndrea trying to get things sorted out with his team. Foreman with the 2 out of 3 free throws the last couple trips ago. And then you've got Suggs and Gordon have done the bulk of the scoring this quarter for Williamstown. Suggs with 6, Gordon with 9, Foreman with 2. So 17 in the quarter for Williamstown. Actually 19 in the quarter for Williamstown. And 19 in the quarter for Cedar Creek. Again, it was a 3-point edge for Creek headed into the fourth. It remains that way. So Williamstown with the ball, and for Cedar Creek, they've got 4 fouls, so any foul on them is going to be a bonus situation for Williamstown as they inbound at their baseline, and they'll bring it up. Suggs with it. He's nailed 2 threes tonight. Trying to run a play. Good catch by Matthews as he was losing his balance. Back to Suggs, guarded closely by Polite. Suggs trying to get loose. 10 seconds now. Pulls up. 3-ball. It's heavy off the back. Rebound is loose. It's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say Williamstown ball with 4.2 seconds left to go. And it's going to be another Williamstown timeout here. DeAndrea calls timeout. And a smart maneuver here. Williamstown will inbound the ball. If you can take a peek at the official on the far side, he is going to be beyond half court. So they're going to have to inbound on their defensive half of the floor here with 4.2 seconds left to go. Not impossible to go that distance to get a 3, but you've got to be organized, and you want to get your best shooter the ball in a situation where he can shoot and be open to do so. So that's what they're going to draw up there in the huddle for Williamstown. For Cedar Creek, here's where some strategy comes into play, right? You're up 3 points. I think if I'm coaching, and I'm not telling Randy Dean what to do, the head man at Cedar Creek in his 8th season, but what you need to do for Cedar Creek, you want to probably foul. You want to let Williamstown make a catch in the backcourt and foul, not quickly, but don't let them get into shooting position, right? Foul quickly, force them to the line to shoot 2 by fouling them in the backcourt, because it's the bonus for both teams now, because the next foul will be the 5th in the quarter against Cedar Creek. If I'm Cedar Creek, I'm fouling right away. But you know what? You don't want Frenchman Bethea doing it. He's number 24. He's got 4 fouls. So you probably want Polite to make a foul, or Thomas, one of those guys, in the backcourt. I would foul right away. Too late now. 3 on the way. Suggs off the window. He got it. He got it off the window, and we're going to overtime. What a shot by Suggs. His 3rd 3 of the game. He's got 9 in the quarter. Jameer Gordon with 9 in the quarter. And we've got overtime here on a Friday night. And I am happy to work some overtime after this great matchup between these two schools. We'll step away and come back with the OT after this. Welcome back here to Williamstown High School as we are set for overtime. 4 minutes more of basketball. It's been a great first 32. I expect much of the same. Here as Creek wins the tap, tried to pass it under the basket. It was tipped away, and then we had some contact underneath the basket. No foul called. We're going to say it's off Williamstown. So Cedar Creek will inbound on the baseline. Had some contact under there, but the ball was loose. No harm done as it stays with Creek anyway. They get it in. Here's Henry. Henry with 5 points in the fourth quarter was pretty big for Cedar Creek. He loses his balance, but they're going to call a foul on Kason Matthews, That's his third. And then we don't reset the fouls. Each team now still will be in the bonus. So 2 free throws on the way for Henry. He's got 11 as we start overtime, make it 12. And he'll have another on the way. So Creek back in front by a point. Great game here tonight, non-league between the Cape Atlantic National and the Tri-County Royal. Second on the way, that is also good into the student section and the cheerleaders of Williamstown. Henry unfazed. Here's Suggs. Suggs, who tied it with the wild 3 at the buzzer, gets it to Gordon. Gordon slashes. He's grabbed, and Gordon will shoot 2. Fouls on number 2, Jaden Henry. That's his third. The freshman picks up his third. 11 points for Henry, by the way, as I mentioned. He just knocked down those 2 free throws, and now Gordon gets 2 at this end, trying to keep things knotted. Gordon makes the first. 3 for 5 at the line tonight for Jameer Gordon. He was 12 for 21 on the season coming in, averaging 18.2 points a game, and again, that's in 6 games played. This is 7th, makes them both. So we remain tied. Each team perfect at the line in overtime, 2 for 2 apiece. This is Polite, guarded by Matthews. Matthews has played good defense tonight, good rebounding as well. Polite with some speed, gets around the corner, and on the run, a tough shot is good. Creek back in front, 67-65. Now Gordon goes to work, crossover, opposite Foreman corner, baseline. Oh, and a flop. We got a call. They called a foul. I don't know if we're getting Henry on that. I don't think it was Henry. He flopped down, though, like he got hit, and they are going to call Henry with the foul. And so it'll be Foreman shooting 2 here. That was a weird bit of contact underneath the basket. Foreman shooting 2, makes the first. He had 4 points in regulation. Looking to tie it back up again for Williamstown. Deep breath for Foreman. No problem. So all 4 of Williamstown's points here in the overtime period have all come at the free throw line. 4 for 4. 67-67 again, tied here as we go to overtime. Polite, guarded by Matthews, again, who's done a pretty nice job defensively against him. Came out, bump, and we're going to get a foul. Foul on the floor, no shot. 3-pointer went in there, but that's no shot. The foul was on the floor on the dribble. Matthews will get his 4th. And we'll have 2 free throws for Marcus Polite. He's got 14 tonight. Make it 15. And we'll have another. So the teams are a combined 7 for 8 at the line here in overtime so far. Pardon me, 7 for 7. Now 7 for 8. I guess a little foreshadowing on my part. But Cedar Creek with the offensive rebound is Bethea hustling, snags the board. Good slash to the basket. The shot no good, but Jaden Henry will shoot 2. Fouls on Suggs. He's got 3. So Gordon has 4. Suggs has 3. Matthews has 4 for Williamstown. Bethea, Bethea has 4. Henry has 3. Williams has 3 for Cedar Creek. As Henry makes the first, he's now got 14 points and puts Cedar Creek up by 2. And makes the second. So Cedar Creek 5 of 6 at the line here in this overtime period. Now up by 3 points. Gordon's jumper, a 3 is good, and it's tied again. Jameer Gordon now with 20. Suggs with 22, Gordon with 20. And those two guys have had a couple games now at least, where they've combined for 40 or more points. Suggs guarding Polite. Here's Henry again, the slasher. He's really been able to get to the basket pretty well. Almost a travel, no call. Basilio, oh, what hustle. Dives, saves it into Suggs, and Williamstown will keep possession. Wow, what an effort by Basilio, who just checked into the game. Nicely done. He replaced Matthews, who left with the 4 fouls. Number 3 for Williamstown. Here's Gordon. Oh, he got tripped up. Now Suggs has it against Bethea. He's got 4 fouls. If I'm Suggs, I'm going right after Bethea. See if he does. They try to set a screen. Suggs into the paint, runs into traffic. The foul, the reach in on his way up. I believe they're going to go with that foul against Sandy Thomas. Yes, that's going to be his 3rd. Suggs will shoot 2. He's got 22. Trying to break the tie here with 1:20 left to play. Oof, a little heavy on the free throw there. Suggs. 5 for 7 here at the line for Suggs. As Foreman goes out, Matthews comes back in. Suggs makes the 2nd. He's got 23, and it's a Williamstown 1-point advantage. 1:15 and counting left to go. Bethea against Gordon. Bethea into the paint, stops, fires, can't get it. Strong board. Matthews got way up there to bring that one down. He's back in there with 4 fouls. Suggs in traffic, double teamed, guarded by Polite now, and they'll reset. With the lead and the ball, no need to rush. Get a good shot if you're Williamstown. Here's Matthews. Now Gordon. Williamstown looks a little harried, working, hustling, working quickly, but it doesn't matter. Gordon settles down and scores. He's got 7 in the quarter. It's a 3-point Williamstown edge, and that's Henry again. He just slashes to the basket and creates contact, and he will shoot 2. Really like the way Jaden Henry plays the game. That's the 5th foul on Kason Matthews, so he's gone. So Matthews fouls out for Williamstown. Nazir Thornton has fouled out already for Cedar Creek in regulation. And we'll get Foreman coming back. Actually, let's see. We got a sub for Williamstown. I believe Covington's going to go back in for Williamstown. I don't know what the discussion is here. I think Foreman went back in for Matthews, but Covington is at the scorer's table, so he'll have to wait for the free throws. You got 2 free throws for Henry, makes the 1st, and now we'll get a sub. Dimitri Walker went in there, and then Covington replaces him. 2nd is no good, so it's still a 2-point advantage for Williamstown. Henry with 5 in the quarter, though, 5 of 6. Now a timeout for the Braves. Coach Adam DeAndrea ran all the way down towards half court. Oh, they called a foul. He was going down to call timeout, but they fouled quickly, so it'll send Suggs to the line. And that was the 3rd personal foul against Polite. So 2 big free throws here for Suggs. And this is the 1st, so he could have made it a 2-possession game. And now Dimitri Walker will come back in for Covington. So it's like an offense-defense situation, it seems, for Williamstown. It's a huge one for Suggs here because it at least ensures a tie at worst. Makes the 2nd. He's got 24. Here's Cedar Creek on the run quickly. Polite pulls up in front of the coach, and Randy Dean calls timeout. We've got 25 seconds left to go. Cedar Creek now trailing by 3, and now they're in a position where they have to talk things over. What's their strategy? How are they going to operate? Do we go for a quick 2 if we're Cedar Creek, or do we set up a play and try and knock down a 3 ball? They haven't had a lot of 3s today. Actually, Nazir Thornton had 2 in the 3rd quarter. Bethea has had a couple of 3s, 1 in the 1st quarter, 1 in the 4th quarter, and the only other 3 was one by Henry in the 4th quarter. So they haven't had neither team's had a ton of 3s, but it seems like Cedar Creek's been has made 5 of them tonight. And Williamstown looks like they've made 5 as well. So interesting little bit of strategy here for Randy Dean, the head coach of Cedar Creek. Again, he's been the head coach since the 2018-2019 season, his 8th season this year at Cedar Creek. 84-94 is his record at Cedar Creek coming into tonight. Now, if you're Williamstown, the shoe's on the other foot here, right? Do you foul on the floor and force them to shoot 2 free throws so they can't tie the game up? We'll see what everything goes, but strategy abounds here, and these 2 coaches being put to the test tonight with their concepts and how they want to do things and how they want their team to operate. So Cedar Creek will inbound. They'll send it way back in the backcourt to Bethea. Bethea, in no particular hurry, goes against Gordon. Gordon with 4 fouls. Bethea picks up his dribble, gets it to Polite. Polite now in some trouble. Will drive, layup is no good. The rebound is loose. Jumper on the way, wildly thrown up by Henry. The rebound by Williamstown. 5 seconds left to go and a foul. Foul on Savion Williams. That's going to be his 4th, and it's going to be Foreman at the line for 2 biggies. Foreman has made 4 straight at the line. He's 4 for 5 tonight. One of these is all he needs. One should be enough to put this one away for the Braves, and this would be a great win for Williamstown. Each of these 2 teams have won 4 of their last 5. Pardon me, each of these teams have won 4 straight, I should say, as Foreman missed the first. So a big, huge second one here for the sophomore. Foreman takes his time and makes it, and that's huge. They've got a timeout on the floor, as I believe Randy Dean calls timeout for Cedar Creek. And now, again, what do you do? If you're Williamstown, what's the discussion in the huddle, right? Adam DeAndrea has got to be thinking, because they've got some dancing going on from some Williamstown players there on the bench. But Elijah Batts getting into the tricky with Run DMC, and it is tricky if you're both coaches, right? So as I was saying, Adam DeAndrea, if you're talking Williamstown, do you foul right away and force them to just have 2 free throws, or do you just let them play because it's only 4.9 seconds? You just walk away and let them shoot the 3, is my guess. Don't get anywhere near anybody catching the ball for Cedar Creek. If you're Cedar Creek and you see Williamstown going way back deep up the floor, try and throw it as far up the court as you can. The clock doesn't start until somebody touches it. Quickly get a shot off and see what can happen. It's been a very good game. Our officials have done a good job as well, and one of them just kind of looked at me and said, "This has been a great game." So, and it has, a really great game here between these 2 teams here. And I expect both these teams to make some noise in the playoffs. A lot of talent out here for both of these teams. Cedar Creek came in with Polite, really good. Bethea, good. Thornton, a sophomore, a little bit young. Maybe a couple mistakes, but he's a good player too. Here's a long ball, no good. And Williamstown is going to win it. As Coach Adam DeAndrea comes down towards the baseline near me and pumps a fist in the air, as this was a gutty effort by the Braves. And, you think back to what happened here. They win it by 4 in overtime, but man, oh man, the crazy 3 at the buzzer by Clinton Suggs to tie it up at the buzzer at the end of regulation. Wow, wow, wow. What a great game. and Williamstown showing some real resiliency to hang in there and then, pull it off at the end. And it was a good game between these two teams. A lot of hugs from these guys and congratulations to one another. But for Cedar Creek, a little bit of frustration is they kind of had this one, and Suggs just kind of foiled things. So we will take a moment to take a breath. We're going to step away, and then we'll come back to wrap things up here from the gymnasium at Williamstown High School. Once again, final score in overtime, Williamstown 75, Cedar Creek 71. Back with more after this. Stay with us. Welcome back to Williamstown High School. Mike Shute along with
Clinton Suggs.
Clinton Suggs.
Oh. sorry.
Hey, that's okay. You can do whatever you want, Clinton, after you make a three like that. Tell us about that craziness at the end there of regulation when you knocked down that three, because you guys scrapped your way to get that bucket.
So the score, I believe the score was 60-61. We were down 1 with about a minute left. I had a layup to the basket. I kicked it out, turnover. So I knew I had to make a big play for my team. Then I came down, missed a 3, 4 seconds left. I just knew I had to make it up. And
it's not exactly how you figured you'd make it there right off the window, but it counts.
Yeah.
So tell us now, so for you, Clinton, as well as Jameer Gordon, you two guys have joined the lineup after being transfers. You, of course, from Paula VI, Jameer from St. Joe Academy. So, you know, how has the complexion of the team changed in terms of, like, you know, it seems like you guys are playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Yes, sir. I feel like the complexion of the team changed, not necessarily skill-wise. Of course, we bring skill, but it's just the fight that we're bringing out of them each and every day in practice and the games. We're not giving up. It rubs off on everybody else. So everybody's playing their role to perfection.
How important is it that you two guys are seniors too? So you guys have, like, you know, I'm sure the guys look up and say, hey, these guys have had experience at other places, you know, and they bring that experience to the court for us. How important do you think that part is to having the guys buy into what you and Jameer can do?
Yeah, so the experience is definitely something. Like, big games like this, just stay calm and collective. A lot of kids, they get scared, they shake up, but, like, I've been here so many times before, he's been here so many times before, so we're just bringing that confidence to the team that we'll win every single game that we're in.
You guys were 7 for 11 at the line in overtime, and of course Tyson Foreman knocks down the big one there to seal it at the end. Then you guys were in the timeout after he made that, right, for 4 seconds left.
Yes.
And there was some celebrating going on already. You were up 4 points, so it was clearly, you know, out of reach. But what was going on in the huddle there at the end? Just tell us about that.
The huddle there, we just let them score. There's just no way that they can come back and win. There's no 4-point shot, so we knew we had the game in the bag. We beat a really good Cedar Creek team. Coming in, they're 10-3.
Yeah.
We were 7-8. So to get back to 500, that means everything. Now
Awesome.
we turn it into a winning record and keep rolling.
And good momentum going. Now you guys have won 5 in a row and 6 of your last 7. So you guys are certainly on a roll. Congratulations on a great game, Clinton. Congratulations on the buzzer beater. 24 points, 7 games played for this guy for Williamstown. Been over 20 points in all 7. So he's certainly added a big offensive punch to the Williamstown lineup. We want to thank Clinton Suggs for joining us. We want to thank you for joining us here on BFA Sports. Once again, the final score, Williamstown 75, Cedar Creek 71. We'll see you next time on BFA Sports. Have a great night and try and stay out of the snow this weekend. Drive safe, be safe. We'll catch you later.
Thank you.
Thanks.